Have you ever wondered why some countries are suddenly closing their doors to British citizens in 2025? Well, the answer lies in a complex mix of diplomatic tensions, changing immigration policies, post-Brexit realities, and rising global nationalism. While Britain was once a dominant global empire with access to nearly every corner of the world, times have changed drastically. With stricter border controls, rising political differences, and global realignment of alliances, several nations have now taken the shocking step of banning or heavily restricting British travelers, workers, or residents. This isn't just about visa complications or red tape, it's about outright restrictions. Some of these countries cite health and safety concerns. Others blame Britain's foreign policy or colonial legacy. A few are reacting to the UK's changing immigration stance, treating British citizens the same way the UK treats their nationals. So which countries are turning their backs on Britons in 2025? You might be surprised to find some popular tourist destinations, economic giants, and even traditional allies on this list. In this video, we break down the top 10 countries that have banned or severely restricted British citizens, and the reasons behind these decisions. Stay tuned till the end, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more geopolitical revelations, immigration updates, and travel news from around the world. Hit the bell icon to stay ahead of the global game. Number 1. China, a political Cold War. One of the most shocking bans comes from China, a country once welcoming to British businesspeople and tourists. In 2025, tensions have escalated following disputes over Hong Kong, allegations of espionage, and Britain's increasing alignment with U.S. anti-China policies. China has retaliated by suspending visa access for British nationals, labeling them as security risks. British companies in China are facing operational restrictions, and many expatriates have been asked to leave. Travel from the UK is now banned under national security grounds, marking a significant downturn in UK-China relations. Subscribe now if you're surprised by this move from China. Number 2. Russia, retaliation in full force. Following the UK's sanctions and military support for Ukraine, Russia has not taken kindly to Britain's foreign stance. In response, Russia has banned not only British diplomats but also tourists and business visitors. As of 2025, the Russian government has added Britain to its list of hostile nations, revoking all existing visas and blacklisting several British public figures, journalists, and citizens. Even transit through Russian airports is no longer permitted. This geopolitical tit-for-tat has made Russia a no-go zone for British passport holders. Number 3. Iran, diplomatic deadlock. Iran has long had a complicated relationship with the West, but in 2025, it has officially banned British citizens due to what it calls continued interference in regional affairs. Tensions over sanctions, oil trade, and military presence in the Middle East have led Iran to label British travelers as potential threats. All British nationals are now prohibited from entering Iranian territory. Dual nationals are also at risk, with some reportedly detained under espionage charges. The UK government has issued strong travel advisories, and relations remain frozen. Number 4. North Korea, total lockdown. No surprise here. North Korea has extended its long-standing ban to formally include British citizens on its restricted foreign national list. British media coverage, along with the UK's human rights criticisms, has enraged Pyongyang. British passport holders are now completely barred from entering North Korea for any reason, be it tourism, journalism, or humanitarian aid. Even diplomatic dialogue is limited. In 2025, the regime views Britain as a mouthpiece of Western propaganda, making entry impossible. Number 5. Saudi Arabia, after a diplomatic fallout. Once a business hub for many Britons, Saudi Arabia has now introduced temporary bans on British nationals, citing intelligence-sharing disagreements and growing criticism from the UK over human rights issues in the kingdom. The final straw reportedly came when the UK Parliament passed resolutions calling for sanctions on Saudi officials. Riyadh responded by halting new visa issuances to UK citizens and suspending work permits for hundreds of British employees. British expats already working in Saudi have been urged to exit within a given deadline. Think this will change? Comment your thoughts below. Number 6. Afghanistan, complete denial of entry. With the Taliban government in control since 2021, Afghanistan in 2025 has outright banned citizens from countries it views as hostile, including Britain. The UK's military history in the region and current aid policy have created deep distrust. British nationals are denied all entry, regardless of intent. NGOs, journalists, and even humanitarian workers with UK passports are being blocked at the borders. The risk of detention or interrogation has also been reported. Afghanistan's stance is clear: the country is closed to the UK. Number 7. Pakistan, security and sovereignty issues. In a dramatic shift, Pakistan in 2025 has imposed strict bans and visa suspensions for British citizens after diplomatic spats over drone policies, deportation conflicts, and dual national affairs. British citizens of Pakistani origin are particularly affected, with many being denied entry despite familial ties. The Pakistani government claims the UK has not respected its sovereignty, prompting this harsh response. Student visas, tourist visas, and work permits for Britons have all been frozen. Don't forget to subscribe for updates on UK-Pakistan relations. Number 8. Turkey, tensions over migration policies. Once a holiday haven for Britons, Turkey has clamped down on UK citizens due to disagreements over refugee and asylum policies. Turkey accuses the UK of not honoring migration agreements and harboring Turkish dissidents. In 2025, Turkey has temporarily banned British nationals from entering, especially those involved in political or humanitarian sectors. Thousands of British tourists are now scrambling for alternative destinations. The once warm relationship is now defined by mistrust and retaliation. Number 9. South Africa, colonial legacy and vaccine politics. South Africa has taken a controversial stance in 2025 by suspending entry for British travelers, citing post-colonial reparations and ethical tourism review. Britain's travel advisories and past vaccine mandates during the pandemic continue to sour relations. South Africa claims British travelers bring political influence and inequality. As a result, all non-essential British travelers are now banned, and many UK companies have been asked to reassess their operations there. This symbolic move has sent a powerful message about historical accountability. Number 10. Nigeria, visa revocations over deportation disputes. Tensions between Nigeria and the UK have peaked in 2025 after a rise in deportations of Nigerian nationals from Britain. In response, Nigeria has revoked thousands of visas and denied new applications from British passport holders. British NGOs and journalists have been barred from entering, and Nigerian immigration now subjects UK travellers to extra scrutiny. The UK's colonial past and its present immigration policies have led to increasing resentment across West Africa. This diplomatic standoff may affect long-term relations between the two Commonwealth nations. So there you have it, 10 countries that have either banned or significantly restricted British citizens in 2025. The message is loud and clear: global attitudes towards Britain are shifting. Whether due to politics, past alliances, migration policies, or post-colonial reckoning, the world is realigning, and Britain is no longer immune to exclusion. For Britons who once enjoyed visa-free access across the globe, this new era poses fresh challenges. It's a reminder that foreign policy, historical actions, and current global alliances shape not just diplomacy, but also the very freedom of movement that citizens once took for granted. The bans we've discussed today aren't permanent in all cases, but they're a clear sign of deep global changes. As Britain adjusts to its post-Brexit identity, it must also reckon with how the world perceives its power, policies, and partnerships. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more bold insights and international updated, and please drop a comment below which country surprised you the most. Until next time, stay informed. Stay empowered.